Hey everybody, I'm Marlon. Welcome to the show. Uh, the title of the video obviously gives a little bit of context to the content, but when I first started recording and doing things for YouTube and X, I promised myself I was not going to go back into politics. From about 2011 through 2019, I was very heavily invested and very deep into the political scene and philosophy. And with what happened in 2020, it hurt me so badly. And I realized that so much of everything that was me had been consumed by this that I just had to walk away from it. And almost the last 4 years, I have done everything in my power to stay away from the political scene. But here's things got worse and worse and worse and worse, both abroad and at home. I was kind of forced to take my head out of the sand. I've always been a proponent of the founding fathers, and Thomas Jefferson said many times in different ways that wishing something wasn't so and ignoring it, hoping it'll go away or not affect you, is the height of lying to yourself. So I had to sort of become more cognizant again. Now, excuse me, having said all that, we know that Donald Trump has been reelected. We know that he is getting ready to try and take office on January 21st and hit the floor running, right? He's got the Border Czar, Tom, who's supposed to be coming in, and that's what I'm talking about specifically at night. That's what got me going on X. Tom Homan is coming in, and he's supposed to be running the border, been given the title Border Czar, and that is being reacted to by governors, mayors, etc., different ways, depending on, of course, their political leaning in a lot of cases. Um, some of it depending on where they are. Now, the mass invasion of the southern border has been going on for over 30 years. And the southern states have taken the brunt of that beating for those last 30 years. We have been the bulwark that ocean has crashed against. And here in the last few years, as Biden let in more and more and more, it swamped us to the point where governors started saying, I don't care what the Supreme Court says anymore. I don't care what anyone says anymore. Enough. And they started loading up all these illegal invaders onto buses, trains, just like the old movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. They got them any way they could, and they started sending them, north, northeast, west, and northwest. Any direction, northeast, any direction but ours. And of course, a lot of them wound up in New York City, as we saw, right? And so the New York City mayor, what's his name? Adams, I believe his name is on TV tonight. If you're watching, tomorrow I'm posting this on Tuesday. Tonight's Tuesday, December 3rd, so it'll be Wednesday, December 4th. So, yeah, Adams is on TV tonight, Tuesday, December 3rd, talking about, he wants a meeting with Trump's Border Czar, Homan, to discuss how they can work together to get the situation under control. right? Now, I don't blame the mayor. It's the right thing to do, but it, my gut initial reaction to that was New Yorkers who are so tough, and I love y'all. Y'all have been dealing with this issue for 30 minutes compared to us, but realistically, what, 2 years maybe? And we've dealt with this for 30 years. When we said we were against it and we wanted it stopped, we were bigots, we were xenophobic, we were Nazis, right? And now that it has been brought to your doorstep up there, you've seen what it cost firsthand, and you've decided you don't like it either, right? Fine, fair. Nobody's going to blame you for that. But that just, it really does kind of get to me that just after this very short amount of time, everybody in New York says, Uncle, get this shit out of here. Excuse my language. So that's one end of the spectrum that you'll have. Then you have the jackass out in, what was it, Denver, Colorado, Johnston, saying that, and I know he walked some of this back, but saying that he would actively use the police and National Guard to resist any attempts by ICE and the Trump administration to remove illegal invaders. This while they have Colombian mafiosa and nationals running big parts of their cities. But anyway, so on that, you have that spectrum, you know. You have Adams, who wants Homan to work with him and wants to get this thing under control. And then you have this dude Johnston who's saying, if you try this here, you're going to have a Tiananmen Square incident, blood on the ground, all over your hands. Just an absolute jackass asshole thing to say, right? And then you have what'll be the middle, the people who are just going about doing their job, doing what they have to do legally. They don't really care. They just want to get this done and go home. I don't have a problem with either. Fine, whatever. So that's really the three. You're going to have three responses to this. And the worst and the most dangerous is obviously this deranged, far left, globalist ideology that there are no borders, anybody is welcome everywhere with no limit. It's the one thing about it is people have finally had so much of this, they're so fed up with it, that I just don't think, like people like this Johnston dude, I don't know what his political situation is. Maybe somebody could primary him if he's, I'm sure he's a Democrat, if somebody could primary him from the Democrat Party within, or a good Republican could do damage to him up there even. I don't know. All I know is people, left or right, when they are actively being exposed to this and have to live with it day in and day out, quickly change their opinion. It seems like the more ardently you support this invasion idea, the further you are away from the actual effects of it. That really seems to be linked tightly a lot of times. Anyways, politics, I don't know. I don't know how much I'll talk about it, but I will be uploading this video. And I think probably at least one more, because there's a lot of Trump new, younger, very good, very intelligent, very sharp, very motivated younger Trump supporters who helped get him elected this time, who have come up in the YouTube, X, Twitch, social media circuit. And a lot of them and a lot of the non-famous, non-social media people who threw their support behind him, younger, first-time political people, seem to think that he's going to take office and his will is going to be enacted without any issue. Now, anybody who's paid attention to politics at all knows that's not going to be the case. Mitch McConnell left him a huge pile of dog crap and a middle finger as he goes out the door by leaving John Thune as his replacement. Basically, Mitch McConnell 25 years ago. And then it's not going to be easy. You have Senator Murkowski and Collins. Collins, I think, got elected in 1996, and Murkowski was elected in 2004 with a 48%. Mark me, 48%. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but 2004, 48%. Thune also originally lost his election and then got in subsequently in 2004 as well. So you have these, do the math. That is a lot of years of entrenchment, a lot of years of combined chits that they can call in. And already, you know, they're balking on some of the picks. And why is that? They want to be paid for them. So anyways, I'll be talking about that one too, but it's going to be hard. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think that type of thing is going to start playing out when some of these new voters see what's coming. Or let me know what you think about these crazy people out here, like this Johnston dude, who is, if I'm gonna be like very frank about it, probably gonna wind up either getting people injured and or killed and or putting them in very dangerous situations, or already has probably with these policies. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know how you think this is going to go, whether it'll be confrontation or not. Is Adams looking to make friends with Trump just because he wants a pardon now that he's been indicted? Or is he bowing to the New Yorkers who want this to end? Let me know. Hit that sub button. I'd love to have you here with us. Hit the like button and go down there in the comments. Let me have your opinion. I'm Marlon. We'll see y'all again very soon. Cheers.